started to disintegrate. In 1739, nearly 32 years after the death of Aurangzeb, a Persian tyrant arrived and ruined the glory of the Red Fort in a short period of time. This tyrant was Nader Shah. After completely stripping Delhi of its honor and dignity, he held Muhammad Shah as his captive.
I am Nader Shah of Sar. People know me as Nader Kuli Beg, the Sword of Persia. I have looted Delhi of everything and stripped it bare. Now, I desire only one thing. This peacock throne. Oh, you beauty. Your fame spreads all over the world, and now you are mine. This peacock throne belongs to me, to Nader Shah of Sar.
They say it took 700 elephants, 400 camels, and 12,000 horses for Nader Shah to carry Delhi's loot back to Persia. Among this loot was the famous peacock throne. Made from countless precious jewels, this throne was a symbol of Mughal glory. Who knows for how many days Delhi burned? But this unstable empire still had one treasure left, the mesmerizing Kohinoor diamond. The same Kohinoor that is now in Britain. In those days, the existence of the Kohinoor was only a rumor. And why wouldn't it be? For Rangila kept it well hidden in the folds of his turban. No one knew who possessed this precious diamond. No one except Noorbai, from whom Rangila could not keep any secrets. Unfortunately, Noorbai had another admirer, Nader Shah, and she told him of the Emperor's secret. The Kohinoor became Nader Shah's obsession, and to obtain it, he summoned Rangila to Agra. On the pretense of a ritual involving an exchange of turbans, Nader Shah won the Kohinoor diamond. After a series of deadly attacks, incessant looting, and long wars, the Red Fort that once stood so proud had become hollow. In the 18th century, the Mughal Empire began to fragment and start to weaken even more. After Nader Shah's demise, Ahmed Shah Abdali now ruled in Afghanistan. He also unleashed a series of attacks on Hindustan. Ultimately, in 1757, Abdali arrived at Delhi's door. His conquest was complete when he captured the Red Fort. He put his trusted advisor, Najib-ud-Dawla, in charge of its administration. The Mughal emperor of the time, Alamgir II, was but a puppet in Najib's hands. But this power wasn't enough for Najib. Blinded by his desire for more, he murdered Alamgir's family. Little did he know that the Mughals and the Marathas would unite in retaliation. To aid Alamgir, the large and powerful Maratha army surrounded the Red Fort. Najib was left with two options: agree to the conditions of the Marathas or prepare to die. The shower of cannonballs seems to have ceased. Najib must have agreed to all the Marathas' conditions. The Marathas gave Alamgir the throne, but in truth, Delhi was now under Peshwa rule, and the Red Fort now entirely belonged to the Marathas. From 1788, the Marathas remained in Delhi for almost 20 years. But history took a dramatic turn again, and the rule of the Marathas was not destined to last much longer. Did you hear that? They are coming. The ones who initiated the most painful chapter of India's history, all the way from Britain. Here comes the East India Company. But the Indians, who believed in fighting fire with fire, would not stay silent for long. The seeds of rebellion were spreading far and wide. Nana Sahib, Tantia Tope, Azimullah, the Nawab of Banda, and the Queen of Jhansi all began preparing to fight for their freedom. The message of rebellion spread from village to village through lotuses and rotis, pieces of bread. On May the 10th, 1857, the revolutionaries began their journey from Meerut to Delhi, chanting slogans of freedom to remind the emperor, the Badshah of Hindustan, of his duty. The Badshah Hind at the time was the last emperor of the dying Mughal Empire, Nader Shah Zafar.
बादशाह सलामत रहे।
Huzur, the British have been subverting us over the last 100 years now. They are using us for their personal gains.
They crossed all limits when we were forcibly asked to use the Enfield P-54 rifle. To load the rifle, we have to bite the cartridge to release the powder. The grease on the cartridge has tallow made from beef and pork.
Your Majesty, now this rebellion will happen.
From this day on, all you brave warriors of Hindustan shall have my name and support. We shall unite as one and fight for our freedom of our land.
The city awakened to the roar of a 21-gun salute from the Red Fort. The throne had finally regained its lost glory, and for the first time in centuries, the people were united against a common enemy. The battle for freedom was being led by Baksh Khan, who was appointed by the Badshah himself. Under his leadership, Hindustan was able to drive the British to breaking point. But just as victory was within Baksh Khan's grasp, it was cruelly snatched away by traitors living in the palace grounds. They included Badshah's wives, who were in secret correspondence with the British. Unfortunately, with the scheming of these traitors, the Badshah relinquished his duties in the war for independence. Thus, the British finally breached the walls of the Red Fort. The Imperial Army lost its nerve, lowered its guard, and disbanded. And in the middle of all this confusion and disorder, the royal family fled to Humayun's tomb, not far from here. Seizing the opportunity, the British captured the Red Fort, and the traitors forced Nader Shah Zafar to surrender. Delhi was in turmoil. It was the perfect canvas for the British officer William Hodson to carry out his murderous plans. Major William Hodson was one of the most villainous members of the English army. He was specially summoned from Britain to stop the mutiny and instill fear in the hearts of the rebels.
This is Brevet Major Hodson. And I never let my men take any prisoners. But shoot them at once. Fire!
Now the British began Nader Shah Zafar's trial for treason at the Red Fort. Many princes were hanged, many revolutionaries were executed, and Nader Shah was displayed in a cage like an animal. After the trial, the Badshah was exiled to Rangoon, where he remained till the end of his days. कितना बदनसीब है ज़फ़र, दफ़न के लिए 2 गज़ ज़मीन ही न मिली कुए यार में. The Red Fort was now under British rule. After the revolt of 1857, the East India Company came to an end, and Hindustan came directly under the rule of the British Crown. The wealth of the fort was systematically depleted, and the glory of the Mughal Empire was ground into dust. The British robbed the palace treasuries as if stripping a man of his soul, leaving nothing but a hollow shell behind. While the British had suppressed the fire of rebellion that arose in 1857, they could not destroy it completely. Many more expressions of a free nation arose, and plans to overthrow the British grew even stronger. The freedom struggle was given a new direction. When the British made Delhi their capital in 1911, the significance of the Red Fort increased even more. Once again, it became the symbol of India. People realized that to truly overthrow the British, the Indian flag would have to fly from on top of the Red Fort. In 1941, India took another historic step towards freedom with the birth of the Azad Hind Fauj, the Indian National Army, the true face of Hindustan's own army. It all began with Subhash Chandra Bose.
We have undoubtedly traveled a long way towards the goal of Swaraj, but complete independence has yet to be won.
Of the Azad Hind Fauj, around 23,000 were killed. Around 15,000 were captured from Rangoon, Bangkok, and Singapore. They were brought back to detention camps in India, where they were imprisoned and tortured. Many more were hanged on charges of sedition. Or shot on sight. The savage torture that took place at the Salimgarh Fort, near here, is engraved as a painful part of India's struggle for freedom. In November 1945, the first trial of the Indian National Army took place in this very fort. The British were wary of India's growing unity. To destroy it, they chose INA members from 3 different religions: a Hindu, a Muslim, and a Sikh. But this ploy to divide India backfired. The people's determination only grew stronger. The entire nation rose in support of the three men on trial. The entire nation resounded with the cries, "Lal Qile se aayi awaaz, Sehgal Bilwa Shah Nawaz."